Hey, PGA members and associates, it's Jackie Madison, PGA Career Consultant for the Iowa, Minnesota, and Nebraska section. This month's career moment is some words of wisdom that you can use in your next job search. Otto van Bismarck famously said, "Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others." I'm going to share with you a couple of mistakes I've seen PGA members and associates make in recent weeks, and hopefully you will be able to apply those so that you are better prepared for your next job search. Always write a cover letter, even when one is not required. So the very first impression that most prospective employers have of you is what they see in your resume and your cover letter. So if a cover letter is not required and you fail to submit one, by default, the impression you've given your prospective employer is that you're somebody who only does what is required. If you write that cover letter, take a few sentences to explain why you're interested in their facility and their job, and a little story about maybe how you've added value at your current facility or at some of your previous places of employment. That goes a long way to show that employer that you are somebody who goes above and beyond to create an exceptional experience for members and guests. So make sure that that's the impression that you deliver. Also, it gives you a chance to answer some questions. As an example, if you're planning on relocating from the Midwest to a different part of the country, it gives you a chance to take a couple of sentences to explain why you're interested in moving from here to there and why you're going to be a fairly long-term fit for them if they entertain you as a prospective candidate. So it can help you get to the interview table in situations like that. The second, templates are great, but you still have to work at them. There's great services like Canva, Google Slides. You can find a lot of resume templates for Microsoft Word that you can download, and they're great. They're done by graphic designers, so they're pretty pleasing in their original format. But not all of our information fits into the boxes that they have so neatly drawn. So you still have to adjust the formatting so the spacing looks nice. One of the most common mistakes I see is that there's one bullet point in a work experience that laps over onto a new page. That just does not look very pleasing. Make sure that you adjust the formatting and the spacing or rearrange your wording so that everything fits neatly and the spacing is right. Some have far too much white space. Some have far too little. Try and make sure that you get a format that allows you to get the information you need to convey on there so that there's a nice balance to the page. And finally, the template graphics, you need to edit them or remove them. Not too long ago, I saw one that had the template graphics at the bottom of the page, things like email, phone, Twitter handle, LinkedIn URL, and you're supposed to edit those so that when they're clicked on, it generates your personal information. Well, at the bottom, it just said LinkedIn URL. That's supposed to be a prompt for the user of that template to put in his or her own personal LinkedIn URL information so that when they click on that, it goes to your LinkedIn profile. That hadn't been done. And that gave an impression to this prospective employer that they don't pay attention to detail or that they are just trying to get the information done as quickly as possible and submitted so it's off of their plate. Neither one of those is a great first impression to give to someone who is going to be giving you a job. So here's a bonus quote for you from Gary Burnison, the CEO of Korn Ferry. If you didn't know what Korn Ferry was, other than the sponsor of our developmental tour, they are one of the world's leading executive search firms. He says people do more research when buying a flat screen TV than when looking for a job. In short, don't be one of those people. Do your research, do your homework, pay attention to the details. Use the resources that you have available with your career services team. Reach out to us. That's why we're here to help. We know you're busy this time of the year. We can help you with those documents and make sure that you put your very best foot forward. Finally, I want to say thank you to everybody who's welcomed me into Iowa, Minnesota, and Nebraska. I have enjoyed being your career consultant for the last 2 seasons. This is my last career moment for you as I'm going to be moving to the Central region and serving the Gateway and Midwest sections very shortly this summer. I will not be far away, so if ever there's anything I can do for you to help, please do not hesitate to reach out and let me know. And I look forward to continuing the many relationships that have been developed during my time serving in District 8. Thanks so much and have a great day.